You know what it is? We got Miss Thunderstruck in the building with us this evening on this fine, well-connected Wednesday. You know, right before Christmas. It's a special gift. We got a special guest. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. So
right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas.
Take the mic out. Take the mic out.
Go ahead and grab. I know you know how to handle the mic because I just heard.
What?
Come on.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on with you? Make sure the mic is on right there. Hit the switch. Switch up. Punch get you together.
You hear me?
We hear you. We hear you. You in the building. What's going on, Miss Thunderstruck?
Nothing. Just living the life. What's good?
Come on, man. Introduce yourself to the world.
I'm Thunderstruck, but if you nasty, it's Thunderstruck.
Hey, Thunderstruck if you're nasty.
Hold on, Thunderstruck.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on. You got the hair like Storm,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, and you got it going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty face, you know.
Thank you.
The music is good, you know what I'm saying? The complete package. A lot of times everybody don't have the complete package, you know what I'm saying? But your complete package is more than just, you know, your outward appearance. It's your inner beauty and the fact that your family is involved with what you're doing. That's extremely important.
Day one.
So, yeah, and we definitely pay attention to that.
Switch mics with me. I want to make sure.
Definitely
I want to make
attention
sure we
to
got
that.
her in there. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel
Sure.
like we got her in there.
And I'm going to turn that one up. Let me see.
Make
We live. This is what happened. Anybody hear Tom Joyner? He leaving this last
make
week.
sure. Check,
he do
check.
everything.
All right. Yeah,
we
we
in there.
Hey,
We in
hey,
there.
hey.
We in
You
there.
hear
We
me?
in there. You
You
in
hear
there?
me now?
Yep.
Yep. You can hear me? Okay.
You in there.
We hear you. We
All right.
hear you.
I was having a hard time hearing her a little bit, so I want to make sure we got her in there.
Definitely.
Anyhow, so you say you from, where you from?
I was born in Youngstown, Ohio, but
Okay.
I guess you would say I'm from Naptown.
From Naptown.
Yeah.
Born in Youngstown, Ohio, the Buckeye State.
Yes, sir.
Got some sense and came here to Naptown.
Hey, don't be dissing now.
No, the Hoosiers and the Buckeyes, we got a long history. You know, we rock with Ohio State. You know,
Absolutely.
Greg Oden, you know, he came over there, you know, laid his footprint down. A few, you know, we go back and forth. But we definitely rock with Ohio. You know what I'm saying? We definitely rock with Ohio.
That's what I like to hear.
For sure, for sure.
So coming up, talk about some of like your inspirations in the music. Who actually got you like interested in music?
So it really just started when I was younger. My mom, she you know, she's a singer and then she's a dancer, and then my dad, he was always musically inclined, as far as like playing the guitar and playing the piano.
Yeah.
So me, basically, all I heard every day is hip hop and R&B all day. So it's just, I feel like it's like a gift and a curse. So it was going to happen regardless.
They probably made you all some hip hop and R&B.
I don't really want to know nothing about that, but hey, I don't care.
Yeah, they probably made you listening to some good music. You know,
Probably so.
yeah, definitely so, definitely so. You can always tell when people come from a loving relationship. It shows. You see an ugly person, they parents really didn't really like each other. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. I'm telling you. I've done deep studies on this. You know what I'm
energy.
saying?
Yeah.
Deep studies on this. You know, you look around the room, you see ugly, like, they parents didn't really like each other.
I'm gonna start saying that now.
Yeah.
Your mama really didn't want it.
So like, who were some of the artists? You know, like it sounds like it started at home. Who were some of the artists that, you know, you kind of looked at and said, you know, I like what they doing and I might want to emulate, or not emulate, but that's something that you aspire to be.
Well, first and foremost, you already know I got to say Pac.
Pac?
All day.
Hold
Pac
on,
all
wait a
day.
minute.
That
All
voice,
eyes
that
See,
on
that's,
me.
energy,
you know the
that-
reason I asked that question? Because you can learn a lot about a person simply by asking them, who do you listen to?
If I want to get shivers and all that, Pac.
Pac.
Yeah.
Okay. And now who else?
Pac, you got to say Biggie. I like Missy Elliott because I like how different she was. And I
Yeah.
like how she brought that to the table. She's comfortable in her own skin. I really like that.
I hear that in your music because you got a lot of confidence. And
Oh,
Missy
oh, dang.
definitely had confidence.
She had fun with it. I love it. I really love it. T.I.,
Yeah.
Another one, good one, Ludacris.
Ludacris.
I love Ludacris.
Extremely creative.
Yeah, extremely creative.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I would say those is like the top 5. I mean, then after that we get into R&B. So,
Right,
but,
right.
But hip hop wise, yeah.
That's who you rocking with.
You
So
sing too?
I could do a little some, but not really. I'm not. That's not my forte.
That's not your lane.
Nah, that's not mine.
But you will cross over in it.
Oh, I definitely will.
Yeah, okay. I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
I heard that too. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You probably,
It's
smash
gonna be
over
out
there
of
real
nowhere.
quick.
You're gonna be like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, definitely. That's a versatility. That's always good to have.
That's
you know what I'm
love.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my language right there.
I also want to ask you. So, everybody always always asks about the inspirations. Want to get to know who they listen to and things of that nature. But from a musical, background, coming from a musical background, what do you feel like you bring to the table? What do you feel like is a little bit different in what you do in coming into the game?
So what I feel like I bring to the table is that I feel like the way the generation is going right now, we're getting more and more mumble rap, and it's actually like winning, right now. And I think I'm bringing like real rap back, far as like where you can understand everything. I'm talking about something, this substance that I'm bringing. I also bring more of a character. As a female rapper, as a rapper, period. I think most of the rappers that we have right now, they're not bringing the whole package to the table anymore. It's just literally just rapping, everybody looking alike. Back in the day, you had to be different. You was never gonna make it if you sound like somebody else. There was never gonna be two Pacs. That was never gonna happen. But now
We wouldn't accept it.
no. But
Anybody that went that way, we're
now.
talking leave the building now, please.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Definitely. You gotta be original.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Originality.
Pinch yourself. We said the same word. You gotta be an original. You know what I'm saying? It's mandatory. And hip hop is very judgmental on non-originality.
It used to, and I think that's what she's saying. It used to be, coming in our, the era that you're speaking of, the 90s and going into that, like a lot of cats you had to be different. Like Busta Rhymes was nowhere the same as 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And 50 Cent was nowhere the same as E40 and and Too Short was nowhere the same as Ice Cube. Like
DMX ain't nothing like Jay.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like it goes on and on. It's, I get that, and like, right now a lot of the music does, sound very similar. With
It's
the
easy
auto-tune
for them to do it.
Yeah.
That might have came in kind of like with the auto tunes.
What's actually crazy? Hip hop is actually not hip hop. Like I'm talking about mainstream now. I'm not talking about in the streets and stuff, but like mainstream, even some of the independent records I'm hearing, it's more like sing-songy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like everybody,
Definitely.
and it's like auto-tune and sing song. You know what I'm saying?
Over
like there's
and over
really
and over.
like no lyrics. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm hearing that. So, like you said, back to what you were saying from a lyric standpoint. What are your lyrics? Consume. What do you rap about?
So I got songs that's gonna make you feel good. I got songs that's going to tell you a little about my story, just like bits and pieces, because I ain't gonna give you all at once. We gonna take it slow.
Right.
Wait till the movie or the book come out.
Right. Exactly. And then I just got songs that you talking smack too. As being a rapper, you gotta talk smack. You got to. So
Right.
I like to be versatile in everything I do.
Yeah.
Or I get bored. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Now, your beats and your production and all of that. Who do you formulate that with? Who do you craft your sound with?
So basically with that, I'm everywhere. So if people hit me up, they be like, oh, I got beats. Let me check them out. Send them to my email. Let's go.
Yeah.
Or I might check them out from YouTube and get in contact with them.
Yeah.
I got some people that's back in my home state that I look at too. So I mean, pretty much just everywhere.
Right.
Just everywhere.
It's crazy.
So, how do you pick? How do you decide? Well, this is what I'm gonna rock. Because you obviously going all these different places. You run into a lot of stuff. How do you know to say, okay, I want to do something to this?
Bass.
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 Need that bass.
Oh man, I need that bass.
I heard that from the single, from the Zaddy.
Yeah.
It kind of
You
takes
hear
me
that
back
bass?
to that wobble Miami
Hey.
or New Orleans bounce. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
You know what I mean? That's
so
kinda
speaking
what I
of
hear
that,
at.
you said Miami. Let me ask you something. What's your thoughts on the city girls?
They making money. They get into the bag. That's what I could say about them. I like how they stick together, and then I'm really big on that because women, it's all about women empowerment, and then especially with black women, like sometimes like we don't stick together. Like it's like we gotta get
It's
at
a
each
competition.
other. It's a competition.
A lot of shade being thrown.
Right.
You know, and I think some of that comes from what is put out there in the media and what's on TV. Like Real Housewives of Atlanta is very different from the other housewives as far as like the type of shade, you know what I'm saying, the type of things that they do. And we had the one show a while back, the Bad Girls Club, and I think that has a lot of influence on how people in this day and age approach and deal with each other. You know, shade was not a word that was used as frequently as it is now, but people throw it all the time. Like that's a thing. You know, people think that let me gun at you so that way, you know, people will know about me, or I have to, you know, little you down to big me up, you know, and it don't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I think people have maybe rightly or unrightly so or whatever paired Cardi B and Nicki together, you know, as far as like Team Nicki, Team Cardi, you know what I'm saying?
Or Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan is, you know what I'm
Or
saying?
Cardi, you know what I mean? Like why they can't coexist in the same space.
Exactly.
Yeah, it don't have to be like that. You know, Biggie and Tupac, that's a little different. You know, it was other forces, but people really big that situation up. And if nothing else, in hip-hop, the culture, the industry, we should have learned that pitting two people against each other or two entities, artists, whatever you want to call it or whatever, against each other is not always the best thing. And that's what we always want to know is who's your favorite? And then it's a debate. What's your top 5 dead or alive? And it go like that. All of that competition.
Right.
Competition is good, but not when you have to belittle somebody else to big up someone else. You know, it's not necessary. You know, do your thing, keep it real, and keep it moving.
Fact.
Just that simple. Just that simple. And I like what you said. You know, the sticking together thing. It's extremely important. You know what I'm saying? You know, we need some unity in the community.
Yeah, we do.
So real quick, want to talk about the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The single that we heard, Zaddy.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about that record.
Zaddy is just one of those feel-good songs. So, like, every day when I wake up in the morning, when I get in the car, I'm playing Zaddy.
Right.
It's just something where I might talk my little stuff a little bit on it, but then when I'm getting on my hook, it's just like, hey boy, you know what I like. You
Right.
know what I like. So,
Right.
you know, it's pretty just a good song, a good feel-good song, pretty much.
Where the beat come from?
Man, so many beats. Where'd that one come from? I think that one came from the guy that I work with that's in Ohio.
And then you got like an album coming, right?
Yes, I have a mixtape that's coming. It will be dropping on my birthday, April 18th, 2020.
Okay. April 18th, 2020, and the name of it? You got a name? You ain't got a title yet?
Trying
or
to
you?
think, should I give y'all?
Oh, you want to get, hold on.
I
This,
don't know.
hey, look here.
Well, look.
Here. This is the house of exclusive right here.
Come on.
This is what we do
Will you
right
commit
here.
to
We
coming
get
back and bringing it to us
right
when
here.
you do drop it?
Yes, I will. Absolutely.
Okay.
For sure.
So that
All right, we'll say that.
Yeah,
we'll say
we'll
that
save
then.
a little
give you a
We'll
little
say that.
pass with that. As long as you come back here first.
When would I come back here?
No, you come back here first with the new project.
the album.
Yeah.
That's a
with
bet.
the mixtape.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Video, you know what I'm saying? When you got all of that, you come back and holler at us.
I got you.
We're here first, though. Don't go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere else.
Yeah,
Don't
you
be
gotta
taking
come here
it.
first.
Don't be going right here, right here.
Should I tell her what she's sitting in?
What am I sitting in?
Hold on. Go ahead. You tell her.
So, look, I don't know if you noticed out in the hallway, we got a platinum plaques out there.
Okay.
Okay, so that particular seat is what we call the rocket seat. Because for some reason, everybody that sits in that seat, if they really serious about their craft and their career, they take off like a rocket. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm feeling that.
Straight to the top. You know what I'm saying? That's how I had to switch the seat out. I said, oh, like we got an astronaut over here. She need a rocket seat. Definitely a star. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a star.
That is the rocket seat.
Yeah.
I can definitely say that. You know what I mean? But anyhow, that's for later. Getting into some things, we want to close it out here in a second and get you going. But what do you like to do outside of music?
My favorite things to do is to watch movies and to watch stand-up comedy. My
Okay.
favorite
What
things-
type of movies?
I'm a female, so I love movies, of course. But don't do that.
So we
Don't
gonna
do
have to watch. So you telling me he gonna have to watch? He gonna have to watch. What's that channel? What's that channel? What's the one? Lifetime. He gonna have to watch Lifetime movies with you.
I like action. I like all of it though. But I like when it's a combination of all of it.
Yeah.
Love, action. Yeah.
So,
Netflix
what's your
and shit.
idea of a good Netflix and chill Saturday afternoon? What we watching?
We going back. We gonna watch like Waist Deep.
Waist Deep.
Okay.
Waist Deep.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll
I don't
watch
think
that.
have I ever seen
Or
Waist
Four
Deep? Who's
Brothers.
in Waist Deep?
Four Brothers. Okay.
All right,
Good
Four
movie.
Brothers,
Good
Four
movie.
Brothers. You was talking about going back. I thought we was going to watch Boys in the Hood or
Oh,
something, girl.
but not that
Yeah, you feel? Menace to society.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
in her-
saying?
but
You know what I'm saying?
She in her 20s, man. She in her 40s.
My
man.
fault. My fault.
I don't mean
I'm
nice.
showing my age. I'm showing my age. Showing my
music
age.
different. Music
showing
different.
my age.
You know what I'm saying? Music different than movies. When you say go back, they gonna go back to movies that were probably when they was young,
Yeah.
you know, teenagers or whatnot.
For sure.
You know, she didn't say she like watching the classics. You know what I'm saying?
The vintage.
Yeah, the oldies but goodies.
Oh yeah, I don't know what those are.
Right. And so you said, hold on, you said so movies and what else? What else was it?
Stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy. I wanted to get to that. Comedians. Martin Lawrence or Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart.
I told you.
Oh,
I
my
told you, man.
goodness.
You gotta consider the source.
Gracious.
Come
Martin
on,
is
man.
hilarious though. But Kevin got it in the back. I'm crying laughing when I hear him. I'm like
Really?
in tears. I'm in tears.
You don't even know about Eddie Murphy.
Hold on. My man D-Lo got Spanish Harlem in the, cause you know we
Yeah.
international
Spanish Harlem,
around
yeah,
here.
Spanish Harlem.
Spanish Harlem in the building. What you say, D-Lo?
We got to ask, so how about Eddie and Raw? Let's go with Eddie and Raw. Let's see. To Kevin Hart.
I don't know who Raw is.
See, she don't. Who?
Raw.
It's
I
what?
gotta see what he looks
Eddie
like. 'Cause
Murphy?
I'm
No.
Eddie Murphy
Hold
was
on.
in Raw.
Hold on.
Eddie Murphy Raw.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
the
that's
name.
what it was called.
That's what it was
Oh,
called. That's what it
see,
was
I'm
Yeah.
called.
slacking.
Hey,
See, I'm
hey,
slacking.
Eddie
I'ma
was
watch
Kevin
that.
Hart.
I'ma watch
Like, you know
Look.
how Kevin Hart sells these arenas out?
Yeah.
Eddie was Kevin Hart when Kevin wasn't even a heartbeat.
Well, I
you know what I'm
believe
saying?
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe that. I believe
But
that.
Eddie
Look,
was bad.
I'm gonna
Super
do you a
bad.
favor. I'm gonna do you a favor. If you like stand-up comedy,
No offense to Mike Epps. You
if
ever
you
seen
like,
this?
if you, oh no, he's not though. No, I like him. Don't get me wrong. I think Mike Epps is best when he's in movies with
Right, I
Ice
was
Cube
getting
and
ready to say
stuff.
that.
He's the best at that.
His last
He's the
stand up,
best at that.
his last
He's the best
stand up
at
though,
that.
Yeah.
his last stand up was the best one. And what Mike is your funny homeboy.
He is.
That's your cousin.
But I love him in movies. Like,
Yeah.
like
He's
his
relatable.
movies, bro. His movies, like he's the GOAT.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Funny,
Like Dead
yeah.
President, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
all that. He's the GOAT in the movies. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's him. But that stand up, I was about to say I'm gonna do you a favor. That stand-up belongs to Eddie Murphy. I'm sorry. Go check
After
out.
I watch that, then
Hold on,
I'll
go.
make it the next
It's
episode.
2 stand-up comedies I want you to check out.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy Raw
Okay.
and Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Delirious. I heard of that one.
You go check them 2 out, and I promise you, we'll talk. We'll talk
Okay,
about
we'll
Kevin
see.
Hart later.
We'll see.
Yeah. Now
so
I'm gonna
crazy.
tell you what
Okay.
my favorite comedy show is. I want to see if you've seen this and if
Okay.
you agree. Actually, my favorite comedy stand-up to ever watch was The Kings of Comedy.
Is that
Bernie Mac,
Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of comedians.
Cedric the Entertainer,
D.L. Hughley.
D.L. Hughley.
I watched one like that. Actually, it was multiple of them.
That was probably like if I had to pick
I
one
watched
comedy
the
show
comedy, that's what, yeah.
that I wanted to watch, you know what I mean? Like just one stand up.
See, I like D.L. Hughley.
You like D.L. Hughley?
Yeah, people be sleeping on him.
You listen to his radio show?
I did. I used to. I've been slacking, but I used to. Yeah, he got some
Bro,
real
that's
good
the
topics
best
that he
one.
talk about.
That's like my favorite. If I had to choose one stand up like to watch, no, it would be that Kings of Comedy. That with Steve Harvey, with Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, Ced the Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, I seen
They
that.
did
Yeah, I
a
seen
show
that.
together.
That's when I started liking D.L. Hughley. When I
That's
seen
when you-
that, I was like, this dude is funny.
It's crazy.
So,
Crazy.
go ahead and date myself.
Richard Pryor.
Definitely, but I'm going to explain something to you, though. Okay, so last weekend on the Fire Stick, I said, you know what? I'm going to attempt to watch every Sanford and Son. And I've seen most of them. I've probably seen all of them, you know, at some point or another.
Great
Red
show.
Fox.
You're right.
Red Fox.
You're right.
Now, all of the guys that you like, so with basketball, you had Dr. J, then you had Michael Jordan, then you had Kobe Bryant, and then you had LeBron James. In comedy, just going back, starting with Richard, you had Richard Pryor, then you had Eddie Murphy, then you have your Martin Lawrences, you know what I'm saying, and your Kevin Harts, you know, and your Dave Chappelle's, you know.
What about Steve Harvey?
Jamie Foxx.
So look. Steve Harvey is a good host. He's a great host. He's a good comedian. You know what I'm saying? He's better at hosting than probably he is with his stand-up, but he's extremely versatile. And I know about comedy. Like I write, you know, for real. You know, I don't tell a little joke here or there, but I'm a comedy writer. And Richard Pryor, see, we talk about way more than music around here, you know.
That's fine.
Richard Pryor is the real GOAT.
Yeah.
He's the real GOAT.
Yeah.
Because not only was he a comedian, he was a comedic writer. He was a comedic actor. See, like y'all say y'all like Mike Epps. He said, well, I like him in movies. Some people are very good comedic actors, but they stand-up kind of lack a little bit.
Right.
Some people are great stand-ups, but when they get in front of the real camera and have to go under some direction, something gets lost in translation there or whatever. Mm-hmm. Richard was one that could do it all.
Yeah.
From physical comedy, you know what I'm saying, being different characters, and that's why Eddie, going back to Eddie, he probably better, not than all of them, but he's a great student of the game. He just recently did Rudy Ray Moore, the movie. I don't know if y'all haven't seen. Yeah, you know, he took and captured, he became that person. You see him in Nutty Professor. How many characters did he play in Nutty Professor? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Catch him in Norbert. You know, the Coming to America.
Oh man.
Yeah, hey, like I don't. Did you see the first one?
One of the greatest
Did
movies
you see
of
the
all
original?
time.
I gotta like
Oh!
see. Hold on. See.
Mom, Dad, hold on.
You
What's
will not
going
sit
on
over
right
there
now?
and tell me that you have not seen Coming to America.
I don't know. I gotta see like the
Girl.
picture, and then I can be like, oh yeah.
He
If
the
you don't-
African prince. He come to America to find his queen.
If you have to go home tonight,
Zamunda.
you gotta go home.
Y'all making me look bad.
You gotta go home tonight. Nah.
We look old.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause-
Exactly. Exactly. Hey,
Hey,
I want you to go home tonight. If you're a movie person, Coming to America.
What do y'all want me to watch first? What's up?
Coming to America.
Coming to
first.
America.
You gotta watch. That's one of the top 5 movies of all time.
Coming to America.
All time.
I'm telling you something good.
Okay.
All time. That is the.
And on a
best
Saturday
movie of all
afternoon
time.
when it's raining, go ahead and check out Trading Places too.
Oh, that's great. That's the joint right there.
Check out Trading Places.
By who?
Eddie,
Murphy.
it's all Eddie.
Yeah.
All Eddie.
Chase is in that joint.
Coming to America's first though. You gotta go home tonight
All right.
and
I got
watch.
some homework to do.
You got some homework to do. All right, check it out. Look, we. What?
I think Eddie Murphy was just here. Either Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock.
Chris Tucker was just
Chris
here in
Tucker.
town.
Chris
Yeah,
Tucker?
Chris
Okay.
Tucker. Extremely funny. Did not get mentioned in that, when we was talking. But he's funny.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's real
I heard
funny.
it was
You know,
a good show.
real funny.
All right, check this out. So you got a song that you wanted to perform for us. I heard.
Yes, sir.
You do?
Oh yeah.
All right. Trees, can we do that, man?
Here's what we gonna do. We gonna run that song, and you gonna perform it. But before you do, I need you to tell the people how to get in contact with you. Because after you do this, they gonna want to know what's going on,
Absolutely.
and we gonna get you set up.
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Snapchat, but I don't know if y'all gonna get all that. But anyways, it's Thunderstruck. TDUNDASTRUCK. Thunderstruck.
Hold on.
And
Why
Spell it one more time.
TDUNDASTRUCK.
Thunderstruck? If
Let's
you
go.
dance.
Hey,
Thunderstruck.
you see the sting face she put?
Hey,
Yeah.
why you don't want us to know your Snapchat?
That's a little personal.
Okay,
personal.
all
I said
right.
we're going to take things slow. We gonna take
Okay,
it slow.
all right. That's what it do. That's what it do.
That's the one that everybody gonna want to go to. Be like, hold on.
Ah, man. I'm going to have to make me another page.
Hey,
For sure.
dab
All
on
right,
him one time.
Streets
So look,
108.
here's how we gonna do it.
Go ahead.
Now you go ahead. Streets 108. Know y'all with us. ViewLive.com. Stop Beefing Radio. You know what I'm saying? Well Connected Wednesdays, baby. We in here with Thunderstruck. You know what I'm saying? I had to put my, my Tookie James voice on. You know what it is. It's going down. Well Connected Wednesdays, baby. Now, but look here though. This how we gonna play this or whatever. I'm gonna get Slime to rock a song. We gonna get it set up. And we're going to turn this into your stage. You cool with that?
Hey, let's do it.
Come on, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hit that fly, my man.
Look what I did with heavy eyelids. Got rid of all the dead weight, the fucking baggage. They don't want to see you up here living lavish. Matter of fact, they'd rather you disappear, vanish. Kaboom, kablooey, but my life's a movie. I keep my circle small, can't fuck with Moody Judy's. Sweating and dripping the rubies, yikes. Got them all sounding like Scooby. Needed companionship like Shaggy. To deal with a baddie with a fatty that can drop it low like the 69 caddy. Females nowadays ain't the only ones petty. He's slurping me down like I'm spaghetti. He hoping I won't surely forget him. Just can't come over when you get ready. I got feelings too, my heart beats steady. I'm a queen, I'm no backseat Betty. So never to be treated as such. You can bet it all on me, I'm clutch. Yo, getting over this in a few months, but now I got a problem. I'm the treasure hunt, and I get to choose and pick which one I want. It's like a smorgasbord, a double-edged sword. It ain't fun window shopping, looking at shit that you can't afford. And let's get it. I'm feeling like Young Fab did it. He and she looking so fly and it's fitted. I can say it 1,000 times, I still won't get it. I know everything, I'll make it down to the last digit. Hold on, let me get more specific. I ain't taking no more L's, yeah, I said it. Just cause we wear wigs don't mean we bald-headed. I'm guessing we're premium, not unleaded. Watch it rip it down to the last syllable. Words feeling like a scripture, biblical. Ooh la la, I'm looking like a centerfold. Falling out of control, carrying a heavy load. Supreme numero, uno the pinnacle. Never fold, suspicion made for bumpy roads. I'm looking for a prince, I done kissed enough toes. Thunderstruck got the game in the choke. Oh! I got the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion. Thunder. I got the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion. Yeah. No intro in this thing. Yeah. Tdunda. Yeah.
Put your hands together for Miss Tdunda Struck. It's going down. Well Connected Wednesdays. It's exclusive, baby. You know what to do. Let's get